A mystery has appeared in Camp Washington and neighbors are angry.
What appears at first glance to be a new business billboard is actually a giant piece of graffiti. And as 9 News reporter Scott Wegener tells us, the vandals were apparently anything but lazy.
It's not a business you'll find in the yellow pages. In fact, it's not a business at all.
We're not really sure what it means.
And while Joe Gorman may not get the meaning, he knows what he's looking at.
An unusual graffiti mark.
Unusual because it's vandalism masquerading as a legitimate billboard.
First they had to white out the old name, which they could have done with some rollers, I guess. But it had to be a crew of 3 or 4 people, I think, and some scaffolding up there.
So how can that happen and no one notice?
These taggers will be pretty creative. They think it's a game.
Linda Holterhoff of Keep Cincinnati Beautiful has dealt with graffiti artists for years.
They'll dress up like workmen, put on hard hats and get up there, and they could be doing this in broad daylight.
Camp Washington is a favorite target of taggers. Anyone driving down 75 has probably seen their work on the old Crosley building.
One mark started, and now the entire perimeter of the upper 2 or 3 floors are full of graffiti.
The city has addressed that building before.
Over and over again.
Holterhoff says the owners need to barricade the property to keep the paint-packing vandals at bay.
It's just not getting done. And so that makes it very difficult for the city to continue to go back there over and over with taxpayers' money.
She adds the public needs to pull out their paintbrushes and cover up the tags to keep them from multiplying.
This isn't what we want Camp Washington to look like.
Scott Wegener, 9 News.
Linda Holterhoff says the city's graffiti removal crew is currently backlogged with over 300 calls for service.
Wow, that's something of a story in and of itself. They've got
really
that
is.
much work to do.
I know, there's so many better things they could be doing. So.